Here's what's next on the Nice Guys on Business.
Yeah, we work with a lot of law enforcement agencies. They conduct quite a bit of interviews. We transcribe a lot of those.
In a court ruling U.S. versus Fishbein, a man subjected to potential incineration while wearing another man's suit is entitled to $10,000 worth of airline tickets. It's an obscure ruling, but a very important one to the Nice Guys on Business. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
So I got to admit it, when Ben first reached out to me, I wasn't sure that someone in the transcription business would be of interest to our community. But the more I researched it, the more I really like this guy. Ben Walker, he's an entrepreneur to the core and a visionary leader that provides a much needed service in a user-friendly, cost-effective way. He contributes regularly to Entrepreneur Magazine, Associated Press, and Forbes. And today, he is here on the Nice Guys, here to talk about transcription. Don't go away. If you think that transcription is not exciting, it may not be the most exciting business in the world, but we're going to explain exactly why this is something that you can use in your business to be effective, to be to really launch your business. And Ben, I got to get you on here. So Ben Walker, welcome to the Nice Guys on Business podcast.
Thanks for having me, Doug, and thanks for the nice intro.
I love having you here. You know, we were just sitting around. As a matter of fact, I got to ask a couple personal questions. Number one, do you listen to the show? Do you know what any kind of the shenanigans that we're about to get into? Do you know it all?
Yes, I've listened to some of your episodes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And even if you said no, I would still let you on the show. So it's okay. So we were saying we have about a team of there's a team of 11 of us that are in the podcast production business, and 9 of us are sitting around the table in Manhattan Beach, California, and we're talking about the importance of the show notes or the lack of importance of the show notes, and we're trying to figure out what would be a way that we could really get the most bang for our buck. And undoubtedly, the answer that kept coming out was, let's transcribe these things. And then we thought, well, how do we do this? So why don't we just start with, what is transcription? Is it just basically a text alerting of the words that we're saying on an audio, or is it something, does it go beyond that? So share what transcription is and why you even got started in the business to begin with.
Okay, that's a couple of questions. I'll try to go with how I got started in the business. 10 and a half years ago, I was at dinner with my parents, believe it or not, and a friend of theirs was starting a medical transcription company. I wanted out of the real estate industry and into healthcare, so I immediately jumped in on that conversation and said, I want in. I don't know that guy, but I want to meet him and I want to buy part of the company. And what was exciting to you about it? I mean, there had to be something, because to me, words on paper or words in text, it just doesn't seem exciting. But apparently, something he said turned you on. Yeah, it's not that exciting, the actual process of transcription, unless you're the transcriptionist and it's interesting. You know, we do transcribe some pretty crazy things for different law enforcement agencies. Or medical procedures that, frankly, I didn't know existed.
Okay.
It was, being in the healthcare industry was something that really appealed to me. I wanted to be in a booming industry with well-educated, well-dressed, well-spoken people. And I went to a couple medical conferences and I was like, wow, this is for me. I want in this. And then that dinner conversation happened. And I met with, who's now one of my business partners in another company I own part of, at an airport where he had a 5-hour layover in Denver. And then 3 months later, we were signing the Articles of Incorporation. Then fast forward 3 years, and I broke off from them and started my own company. That other company still exists as a medical transcription company. The new company I started offers transcription for everyone. So we work with legal, law enforcement, financial, academic. And yeah, I went out on my own because I wanted to diversify. I was a little scared being tied to one industry.
So tell me,
so that's how I got started.